We're celebrating International Women's Day today here at City News, and we have quite the inspiring story to tell you about. Lilly Lazare-Greene is a welder and a lab technician at George Brown College, and she joins us now to share her story. Lilly, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
My pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure.
I want to go back a couple of years to the height of the pandemic. You are a bartender, and like many people, you were also struggling to pay your bills. And so you decide to make a change in your life. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was February 2021. It was the meat of the pandemic. So I hadn't worked for months, and then it continued to go on for months after that. And my son luckily was in daycare, so he still had this regular routine, but I was sitting at home. It was February. There was nothing to do. It was cold, winter, blah. So this light bulb went off, and I said, I'll just go to school. Onto ontariocolleges.ca and filled out an application, which costs $125. And I was kind of humming and hawing about the money because I didn't have that money at the time. It was very tight. But I thought, you know what, this money is going to be an investment one day, and turns out it was. So it kind of snowballed from there. I applied to the construction techniques, welding techniques, and the electrical program at George Brown. And the welding techniques program accepted me first, so I accepted it. And I started in May of 2022. And I graduated 8 months later in December of 2022 with honors and Dean's List. And I actually applied for the part-time welding technician position at George Brown while I was still in school. So I kind of pushed to get that job because my goal was to get a job right out of school. And I went through the whole interview process, and I got hired in January of 2023. And I worked as a part-time welding technician until the summer of that year. And then I was put into an emergency backfill position for the lab technologist, and worked that position for 6 months, and then reapplied for the job for a permanent position in January of this year. And I've been officially hired as the lab development technologist at George Brown College at the CCET on January 22nd. So I've been doing that ever since.
Congratulations. So many accomplishments in such a small time frame here. And we just saw some video of you in action. Not only are you doing that, but you're also involved in George Brown's Connect Her program. Can you tell us a little bit about the program and why it's so important?
Well, it's a mentorship program. So, I mean, I've talked to several women just face to face that are within programs within YWCA. There's the Women's Transitioning into Trade Employment. So I've been able to have like one-on-one conversations with people about my story. And a lot of women transitioning are, single moms that have kids, and it's hard to get childcare and go to school and all this. So it's a huge challenge. So to see another woman doing what I've done and what I'm doing, it really truly can inspire them to keep going and not give up and not think, oh, it's too hard or it's too much work. It is a lot of work. It isn't easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it, I always say. But it's super important to see someone who is in their exact shoes doing what they want to do and can do. And I'm happy to share my story and happy to encourage other women in my position.
Representation is so important, especially when you're watching somebody doing something that you want to do. Like a lot of women watching you right now, Lilly, you're in an industry that's male dominated. What would you like to tell women about this industry and why it might be a good career choice for them?
You have to be super organized, super on the ball, fastidious and organized, and like to be keep things in order. And you get dirty, which is fun, and I love that part. And working with your hands and the really hard manual labor, I really love that. At the end of the day, you kind of sit down and go, "Oh, that was all worth it." At the end, So it's completely doable. You just have to really know what you want to do. And the trades are, endless work. Like it's always new every day. There's always something to do. And as you see in the videos, I build stuff that I need. I don't buy it, I build it, I say. So if I need a big bin to hold steel, I'm just going to build it because I can. So it's a sense of empowerment and accomplishment that comes with this job, and anyone can do it. And at the end of the day, you're a person doing a job. It's not just women or men. You're a person. You're a human being that's capable, and you're capable of doing anything hard.
There's someone watching right now who might be apprehensive about pursuing a project or a career because they don't see themselves reflected there. What advice do you have for them to encourage them to chase their dreams?
Just go for it. I mean, you can sit there and think and think and think and wonder what if, but you want to start living your life just taking that first step. It's not a big step, it's a little step. Filling out the application, then seeing where the application goes, and then maybe filling out more applications for grants or bursaries or subsidies or anything that you can do, because funding is a big issue for a lot of women as well. I'm a member of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, so I was lucky enough and honored for them to sponsor me through my journey, and they made it very, very possible for me. So it's just a lot of putting your head down and working hard and your blinders on, and you can really make this happen. If you really want to do it, you'll do it, and you just have to really kind of overcome that fear of not knowing what's going to happen. Just go in there with bright eyes and saying, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to make a better life for myself and my family.
Lilly, you're a true inspiration, and you're just paving the way for so many others to come behind you. So we salute you on International Women's Day, and we thank you for taking the time to speak with us and sharing your incredible story. Thank you so much, Lilly.
Thank you very, very much.